everybody? Welcome to PDE.
You got your guys here with you, Mr. Swag and Waggy.
And I'm just Dan.
And we are back in action, baby.
We got a big death battle right here. Dragon Ball versus Marvel. We got Thor, Odinson versus the Prince of all Saiyans, all 5 Saiyans. That's not what it is.
The planet.
There you go. The planet, the sun.
And the Frieza plans to destroy Vegeta.
Wait, my son, the planet, or me?
Yes.
This is gonna be a good one. I already know this is gonna be a good one because Odin's son, he's OP.
Listen, that's what I was saying. My heart is with Jeets all the time, but comic book logic just sometimes blows anime stuff out the water. And we know what version we're getting with Vegeta. We don't know what we're getting with Thor.
But I will say, going back to Marvel versus Dragon Ball did win. You know, Broly did beat the Hulk. I'm just waiting to see.
We're gonna get into it. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Give us your early predictions right now. Don't cheat and go to the end of the video. Tell us right now.
So without further ado, let's get it.
Thor, the god of thunder.
And Vegeta.
There we go, man. This is. Whew.
The sky shakes when they appear, and the earth trembles when they approach. No world can contain the power of these two gods of
Is
war.
Death Battle going to give Vegeta 2 wins? Remember 10 years ago,
And
he
it's our
beat
job to
Sonic.
analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Thunder cracks, the heavens rumble, lightning blinds your eyes. You look up to the sky.
I wonder if we're getting
and
Ultra
pray
Ego
for
Vegeta.
mercy, because
I think
Thor
so, yeah.
Yeah, they going from current.
Well, you would have if you were a Viking. Nowadays,
This
we don't
movie.
have time for myths and legends.
Oh, don't we? For in the modern mythology of Marvel Comics, the Norse god of thunder was reborn.
And I'd wager this Thor is a hell of an upgrade.
The son of the All-Father Odin, Thor lived the life of a warrior prince, battling all manner
man
of
is
magical
640,
foes for
bruh.
thousands of years.
That
That's
innocent
crazy,
kid got a little
bruh.
Too big for his britches. So to teach him a lesson about humility and compassion,
Shout out to Noob Master,
whatever,
69.
Odin exiled him to the worst
Yep.
place in the universe, New York. Ooh, you
Wow.
hate to see it.
Thor's Asgardian body is immensely durable, immune to
Hybrid.
disease, and capable of healing far faster than any mortal man.
He's
Okay,
also
so
the
he
literal
basically
god
got
of strength.
regular superhero
We're
powers.
talking lifted a planet-sized serpent
And Warriors
strong,
Madness.
knocking out the Phoenix Force strong, arm wrestling with Hercules and almost throwing the Earth out of orbit strong.
Notably, he was once blasted with a graviton bomb, which subjected him to the gravity of a neutron star. That's over
Give us them
200
numbers.
Yeah, the
billion
numbers.
times greater than Earth's gravity.
And he's got
Okay.
the stamina to match. Nice. Able to
Uh-oh.
fight for 40 days and 40 nights without stopping.
And what better weapon for the
We all
god
know
of
Vegeta ain't
storms
training
to
under
wield
that
than
much
a
of Earth
sentient
gravity.
Cosmic storm. Eons ago, the almighty god Tempest rampaged through the universe. It arrived in Asgard, and after a pitched battle, Odin managed to trap it within a block of the magical ore Uru that he would forge into his son's hammer, Mjolnir.
Oh, what more can be said about this beautiful thing? Forged in the heart of a dying star that went supernova and killed the dinosaurs, Mjolnir is maybe my favorite thing ever. He can channel bolts of lightning, manipulate the weather, open portals to other dimensions, and absorb and redirect energy attacks. Or just suck it out of your
All
body
right,
against your
so
will,
you know
like
he's gonna be
this
doing.
radiation dude. The
God
present.
shit.
Not gonna be present for much longer, bud.
He's even used 2 Mjolnirs to absorb the power of the God Bomb, which would have killed every deity in existence across time and space.
That's just the tip of the iceberg. Mjolnir can transmute the
I
elements.
love comics so
turn
much.
Thor invisible
Yo,
and
this is
intangible,
fucking
let him
ridiculous.
Travel through time and
Oh
even
my
bring
gosh.
Back to life. And if Thor wants to fly, all he has to do is take it for a spin. Literally, he throws that motherfucker as hard as he can and holds on for dear life.
And when he does, it flies fast enough to cross the entire galaxy in seconds.
Only one problem. It's a little teeny. Unlike Thor's big-ass axe, Yarnbjorn, it's sharp enough to cut through celestial armor, and it's unbreakable, and an axe. Okay, look, it doesn't have a galaxy storm inside it, but it's still pretty cool. Oh shit, look, Wiz, I'm worthy.
No, you're not. There's no enchantment on the axe.
Well then what the hell am I
Oh.
gonna do with this?
But should he face an enemy beyond the likes of even his world-shattering strength, Thor can harness his inherent godly power into one single ultimate attack. the God Blast.
God is right. Even Galactus, the devourer of worlds, shit
What
his
else they
pants
called
and
it?
bounced at the sight of such an awesome attack. Jesus, even the Avengers.
Wait, what else they call it? Is it that the Bifrost move?
At the Bifrost is the teleport. Y'all that doesn't know.
Let us know. Yeah.
I know the bridge to the Bifrost, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Pretty small potatoes compared to this guy. Why'd he even bother with that?
Because not every problem can be solved by hitting it really hard.
Bullshit.
That was the point of Odin's lesson, to force his headstrong son to confront a world more complex and nuanced than his millennia of battle had prepared him for. Thor had to be more than a warrior, he had to be a hero.
He's battled Thanos, the Silver Surfer, and even the Sentry.
The Sentry is strong
Did he
enough to
beat
contend
Sentry?
with the World Breaker Hulk, a being strong enough to destroy the Marvel Universe over 100 times over.
And fast enough to demolish
Guess
Ares,
what?
the Greek god of war,
Oh.
who can fight within the span of plank time. That's like the tiniest amount of time that we can imagine. There are as many planks in a second as there are grains of sand on Earth. Oh wait, did I say Earth? I meant 10 million billion Earths.
Thor has tanked disintegration beams trying to tear
He
apart
did
his
beat
atoms
Sentry,
one by
okay.
one, survived Mephisto trying to consume his soul, and even withstood a temporal rift that aged normal people to dust.
Oh, he's a hard bastard to kill, and even nastier when he loses his temper.
By entering a state known as Warrior's Madness, Thor commits an unpardonable sin in Asgardian society and willingly sacrifices his sanity for a tenfold increase in power.
Yeah, despite being a really sweet lunk that talks like he's in Masterpiece Theater and dresses like he's in What's Opera Doc,
Wow.
Thor has struggled with being worthy of his father's legacy and throne. But no matter what unbelievable shit Marvel throws at him, Thor always rises to the occasion. Take the time this big machine called the World Engine was controlling Yggdrasil, the world tree that connects 10 universe-sized realms.
The World Engine's purpose was to mechanically trick Yggdrasil into disrupting the natural flow of Ragnarok,
He tricked the
the
tree?
end of the world.
So Thor just pushed it and literally reversed the flow of fate. That's right, he outmuscled a giant multiversal tree and prevented Armageddon. Not a bad Saturday.
My
And
goodness.
he'd go a step further.
think Vegeta lost.
Mysterious elder god
Yeah, man. I love G's. I'm still going G's, man. I'm going with the upset.
So perhaps now, when you look at
I don't
the
know how.
thundering sky, you won't fear the god's capricious wrath.
Because
why I said
you'll
we know
it's
Vegeta's
just
feats.
Thor, the god of
Thor's
thunder,
we didn't.
Kicking ass and saving
This
the
man
day.
is. Whew.
Planet Vegeta, home to the bloodthirsty warrior race known as the Saiyans, and named for their mighty leader, King Vegeta. Noting the Saiyans' proficiency in genocide, the alien emperor King Cold and his son Frieza contracted them to be their personal hit squad, conquering worlds in their name.
But when Frieza felt these monkeys were getting a bit too up and over their own good, he nuked them in their whole planet.
The king was dead, leaving his young son,
KO.
the Prince
I just
Vegeta,
think of Dragon Ball Bridge,
burning
man.
with a
Yep,
grudge
that's all
against
you
Frieza,
think of.
wounding his
5'5",
ancestral pride,
123.
Vegeta awaited the moment he could extract his
Dislikes
revenge.
Frieza losing to Kakarot TN.
Yo, why do we hate TN like that?
One of the greatest warriors in the universe.
It helps that planet Vegeta had a gravity 10 times greater than that of Earth's, making his natural physiology
That's
significantly stronger and more durable than a human's.
As in making the whole friggin' earth shake just by throwing hands.
And like all Saiyans, Vegeta can harness his ki, or inner life force, as a physical energy to make him even stronger, faster, and tougher than that.
Or literally shoot it at your opponent to blow him to kingdom come. That's right, Vegeta can point and click a planet out of existence with his
That was
soul.
crazy,
Man, that's
bruh.
hardcore.
He can use ki to fly.
No, that was crazy. I think this is, I forget when they showed this, but it was King Vegeta, whose power level was only like 20,000. And he was just looking at planets and he was just blowing all of them up one by one by one by one.
Oh, wow.
It was multiple planets he was just getting out of there. So that's how, people always talk shit about the power level stuff. I guess that's why they got rid of it, because it really makes no sense.
Power levels are bullshit.
Faster than light speeds, slice you to pieces with an energy blade, and even hold you in place with energy rings.
Love that
Let's
move.
be real. Vegeta's
One of my favorite fights
attack can
that
be
never
summed up
really
with
happened.
big-ass
That
laser.
happened, but
He's got the
Allegedly.
purple big-ass
Yeah.
laser, two-handed
According
big-ass
to some people.
laser, rapid-fire big-ass laser, exploding ball big-ass laser, and f***ing omnidirectional your-ass-is grass big-ass laser. Though I gotta say, my favorite is the mouth-wide-open vomit big-ass laser. Oh, that's more
Oh,
of a
gosh.
Nappa thing. Kinda like this.
Impressive key mastery, Boomstick.
It hurts when I breathe.
Vegeta's most terrifying ability, however, is the one inherent to his Saiyan biology. Whenever a Saiyan survives a life or death struggle, their power
He got the
increases
Hakai. I think he learned it when he went
That's what
Ultra
Frieza
Ego.
was so
I
terrifying.
think so.
Because
The
he
Saiyan's
never had
infinite
before.
evolutionary
Nah.
potential.
So they
it's no
they giving
wonder
him
Vegeta
something.
eventually toppled the alien tyrant with the help of another surviving Saiyan, Kakarot.
And with Frieza's defeat at the hands of this earthbound Super Saiyan, Vegeta had a new rival and a new goal.
Become blonde! No battle required. Vegeta can harness the rage of his Saiyan heritage and transform into a Super Saiyan 2 and a Super Saiyan 2.
But try as he might, Vegeta struggled to keep up with Goku's ever-increasing power.
I guess it doesn't help that Vegeta
That's what
is
made his
maybe
story
the
so much
single
better.
cockiest
Yep.
bastard to ever have existed. Yeah,
Great
sure,
character
dude. Let
development.
Cell become perfect. Nah, we'll be fine. Hope your spine is doing all right. Dumbass.
Though Vegeta
Yeah,
did
he was dumb
manage
about
to
that.
accomplish something that even Goku couldn't do on his own, becoming a god.
Once he and Goku met the god of destruction,
I wish they
Beerus,
explained that.
they had a whole
Yeah.
new lineup of martial artists to conquer, with some angelic
The manga
training
blunt,
to
maybe,
boot.
yeah.
With Spirit Fission, Vegeta can forcibly absorb an opponent's ki with every strike.
And he even learned Goku's patented instant transmission.
That's what they waiting
This
for.
is all new shit.
Yeah.
But most importantly, with God,
That should have
he can
been
go even
out.
further beyond and
It's coming.
become a Super Saiyan God. A Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
Keep hearing
and a
about
Super
the moral
Saiyan
arc.
God, Super Saiyan evolved.
His power got completely insane. The dude was strong enough to destroy the Room of Spirit and Time, an entirely separate dimension, just by powering up.
When Goku fought Beerus, he nearly destroyed the universe. And that was the very first time he ever went Super Saiyan God.
Considering we've measured Dragon Ball's Universe 7 to be up to 13 times bigger than our own, he'd need to be punching with that much more energy to bust it. And since the shockwaves of their punches traveled across the universe in seconds, Goku would have had to be punching that fast too.
And that's not accounting for Vegeta's training in various exponential transformations. When an amount of power is measured by how many universes it can destroy, that power itself becomes incomprehensible.
Oh,
Okay.
we're not done. Vegeta
Listen,
can tap
man.
into the same monstrous energy Beerus has, destruction energy. And when he does, he can perform Hakai and erase your ass from existence entirely. It erases you physically, spiritually, and even temporally, as in it wipes you from time itself.
Such is the might of a god of destruction. For when Vegeta wants to go one step beyond, he seizes that very power. He becomes a warrior fueled only
He shaves
by
his
love
eyebrows and
battle.
dyes his hair
Yeah,
purple.
for
He
real.
becomes Ultra Ego.
If Vegeta's head wasn't big enough before, his Widow's Peak probably has its own zip code by now.
Shout out to the gang.
Instinct, Ultra Ego Vegeta is a veritable juggernaut, able to absorb any hits that come his way and return them even stronger.
It's wild this guy has a Napoleon complex. He's one of the biggest badasses ever to exist.
In a way, failing to beat Goku was probably the best thing for him. Vegeta's whole life was spent rebelling against the humiliation of his race, trying to prove his worth by being the best. By
So,
contrast,
like, the
Goku's
animation
self-improvement
with
was never
Z is
stunted
so-
by his ego and insecurities.
The animation in Dragon Ball Z itself was so great at times.
People always say, "Oh, it's just your nostalgia kicking in," because a lot of people, like kids today, don't like that style.
No,
So I guess like if you grew up with, it, I guess you appreciate it more.
it's almost that hand drawn that
Yeah,
it was just something about it. Yes, it's nostalgia, but it still just felt good. It felt natural. Like now it's more cartoony. Like even if you're looking at this in Super,
exactly.
Is it
Like
more-
I know what you're saying. Back then, you can tell anime from Americanized cartoons just
Right.
based on animation alone. And now the animation the anime is getting today is starting to look more like cartoony.
go back.
So it's not bad. It's just
No. You know, it's just that feeling of feeling real and everything.
Mm.
Like having a wig and having real hair. Love you, ladies.
Humiliation of his race, trying to prove his worth by being the best. By contrast, Goku's self-improvement was never stunted by his ego and insecurities. In realizing that, Vegeta became more than a fighter, but a husband and a father as well.
A father.
Willing to
was a
sacrifice himself
father.
for what mattered most.
And Vegeta got a taste of that himself when he hooked up with Bulma for some Super Saiyan sexy time. Getting to beat Frieza's golden ass probably didn't hurt either. He may not always win,
Frieza
but he'll
cheated.
never be put
I wanna.
because this
Dog,
is one prince
shout out
you
to
don't
a
wanna
bridge.
piss off.
All right, the combatants are.
All right, man. Let's do predictions.
I'm still they gave me a little more confidence behind Vegeta with all that. But I still gotta go Thor, man.
I'm going with
I still gotta
Vegeta.
go Thor, man.
Anime gang. I think, like I said, I think this might be one of the biggest upsets, and
It definitely will be an upset.
I'm giving it one of the biggest upsets. And if I'm wrong, y'all can kill me in the comments. But guess what? That's what I'm going with.
Here we go, Vegeta, underdog anything he goes into, whether
Yes,
it's Dragon
sir.
Ball or fighting superheroes.
Yes, sir.
Time for a death battle!
Here we go.
I like he had a realistic face at first.
Oh there, mighty warrior. What business havest thou upon
He
earth?
came in Ultra
Throw
Ego?
that hammer
Oh
at
no.
me
Nah.
again, and my business will be polishing my gloves upon your face.
Is that from the British voice?
Didst that count? Damnable cur! Thou fightst well for a mortal. Alas, you face a god.
Here we go with this god power.
This nigga RDC. I'm a god.
I have evolved beyond gods.
I'm the Prince of all Saiyans, and you can burn in hell! Big Bang Attack!
All right. And he absorbed it. And he smacks him with it.
Okay. Oh. Did he actually stop it?
Says,
He
"That
stopped
ain't
it, but the
worthy."
weight still.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
See what this Ultra Ego is all about.
Tell me, does a god such as yourself feel fear?
Here's the thing, Vegeta's shit talk never works. What happens when he
Don't-
talks
no,
shit?
stop
What happens
it.
every time he talks
Stop
shit?
it.
I think the Hakai might be the only thing that.
Uh-oh.
What is this, Warrior's Rage or whatever it's called?
Yep. Here we go. Oh, man. Jeez, no.
All you will feel is oblivion!
Feel heaven's wrath!
Oh, no.
You better get a bullshit tie.
Uh-oh. Instant transmission, bitch.
Until they produce a body, he ain't dead.
No! No! No!
Always aim for the head.
Oh!
Wow.
No!
He get y'all shot.
Oh! No! No! Jeez! Why?
I thought he had it. I thought he had it,
Thor
man.
won because he's a natural blonde.
Despite Vegeta's immense power and
Oh my
God of
gosh!
Thunder had him outmatched in several key areas.
First off, the big one, who was stronger.
Despite being up against the god of strength, Vegeta actually matched up pretty closely with Thor. Both could output power far in excess of destroying a single universe.
It's always tough to get the exact number for Dragon Ball Super's most powerful characters, but we can combine the size of Universe 7 with multipliers from Vegeta's transformations to get a rough estimate.
It's important to
Great
note that
match.
Ultra Ego's power boost has never been stated, but we do know that Super Saiyan Blue Goku
It's too
and
new.
Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta were roughly even in power. When Goku applied a Kaioken × 20 boost to fight Jiren, Vegeta kept up after going Blue Evolved. implying that both increases in power are roughly the same increase. Similarly, Blue Vegeta matched
Hypothetically, you can
Top
say that.
and needed Blue Evolve to keep up with Top's God of Destruction form, which is extremely similar to Ultra Ego in theme and purpose. Given this is the best current example of a measurable form akin to Ultra Ego, we can assume that Ultra Ego's boost in power, at least initially, could be extremely similar in terms of a percentage increase, making Ultra Ego's original state about 20 times more powerful than Blue Evolve. With that in mind, Vegeta at his peak could destroy a universe roughly 260,000 times over.
And Thor was pretty close to that. Taking a look at the Marvel Universe's size, which has a radius of at least 1 trillion light years, as well as scaling to the Worldbreaker Hulk, Thor ended up only about 10 times stronger.
Not terribly different, and it's definitely possible Vegeta's power could increase during the fight to match it.
But even if he was stronger, it wasn't the only thing that mattered. Ultra Ego's damage absorption could only do so much against an opponent like Thor.
Vegeta may have trained as a warrior from birth, but Thor has been fighting for millennia against a much wider variety
It's
of
true.
foes, allowing him to adapt to Vegeta fairly easily.
And the fact that Thor was way faster gave him a lot of leeway to use that extra.
Wow.
Applying Vegeta's transformation multipliers to the shockwaves from Goku and Beerus' punches, Vegeta should be able to fight at nearly 300 quintillion times the speed of light.
But scaling to Ares, moving within plague time, Thor would be over.
Didn't even talk about this.
Faster.
More than fast enough
Yo!
to avoid Vegeta's key attacks, and even more importantly, absorb
I think if
all
they
of them
would have,
with
that would have been an
fuel.
instant.
This alone
Yeah,
could
so
shut
they-
down all of Vegeta's ranged attacks.
Sure,
Y'all
Vegeta
gave
could
us-
absorb it back
y'all
with
gave me
Beerus,
false hope.
But he had to hit Thor first, and with that much of a speed difference, that's easier said than done. And since Thor can just will the energy out of somebody, he could just take it right back, and then some.
Even without absorption, Vegeta's ki reserves are not infinite, and many of his battles have ended with him at low energy. He was exhausted by the end of the Tournament of Power, which lasted about 1 hour in total.
Meanwhile, Thor fought an army for over a month straight.
Vegeta could have ended the fight immediately
Been fighting all month.
if not for the fact that Thor has
Gosh.
resistance erasure before, including physically,
So Hakai wasn't even
spiritually,
worked.
and temporally.
Meanwhile, Vegeta had no way to match the God Blast, which could have killed friggin' Galactus. And that guy has threatened the infinite multiverse with destruction just as a side effect of his battles.
Galactus is trying to eat, bro.
That's
Anything
it.
We've seen
He's
in
hungry.
Dragon Ball yet, let alone Vegeta.
Vegeta was never going to go down easy, but Thor's raw power, speed, and devastating godly abilities were too much.
That was an
for the
embarrassing
purpose
death,
of all
Vegeta.
saying.
Vegeta nearly won until Thor blew his mind.
You might say that pun was kind of terrible.
You don't do puns! We've talked about this!
Aw.
Gosh.
Well, the winner is Thor. Thank you for
What
watching.
we got next?
Stay tuned. We'll be jumping into the next
That's
matchup next week. You can always get more Death
why
Battle right now by clicking one of those
anime
boxes right
hasn't
over
been
there,
getting love
and by downloading the battle music linked
lately.
down below.
Omni Man.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Homelander Omni-Man.
Oh shit.
They're going to pull a lot of shit from the comics.
Yeah. Bro, why you hear about Omni Man in the comics? Woo. Another great one coming out, but we're talking about Thor and Vegeta.
Hey, man, Vegeta will be back when they write him a new form. Kids don't like it.
No, they don't. Oh my gosh. But it was a great battle. I gotta give it that. Gotta give it respect. It's the comic books, man.
I always say it's hard to put up those decades and decades and decades of lore up against anime. Even something that's been out as long as
Manga,
Dragon Ball,
yeah.
but the story still is spread out over so long. Comics is just certain comics coming up, different writers giving new powers. It's all over the place.
It's all over the place. Starting from the 60s compared to about 85 and everything. It's hard, man. But I tried to give it to Vegeta, man. I tried, jeez.
You said 85. It's still new comics coming out with new powers
I
for
know.
different characters.
Was it expected? It was, but I tried to go for the upset. Was almost there, man. Almost had it.
When they start explaining some of the Ultra Ego stuff, I'm like, okay, maybe he will. But then at the end, they said like pretty much Ultra Ego still no. You don't know the full extent to this thing yet.
Right.
So and then they just assume those feats over comparing it like to Goku and
Right.
all his other shit. So you don't know. I'm pretty sure it's probably the arguments in Death Battles
Oh
comics.
yeah. It's probably gonna be an argument about comments as well. So there you have it, man. Shout out to Thor Odinson.
The
Door.
He's your Vegeta, the door. Whoever who won, we always enjoy these death battles, you know. So don't only come in, oh, you just partial to this fan.
They ain't partial,
we
man.
came to see a fight and we loved it.
We about to get up out of here.
Hit up the description for everything that we do and the original video. Follow your boys on Twitch for dope streams all throughout the week. We play some Marvel stuff. We play some Dragon Ball stuff. We always got different flavors. Whatever you come in, chill out, hang out, talk with your boys. It's fun.
Make memories, stay humble, live life. Vegeta, what? Swaggy.
And I'm just there.
We out.